pride, dignity, common sense leaked away. Where? Into a plastic sack discreetly fastened beneath the bed. Begging the struggling man, breathe. How it has happened? Why it has happened? Your life bound up with the life of this man? Why him and why you? In love? Made to wonder, are we infants in our deepest selves? In our most profound memories, linked by our terror of utter loss? What you love most, that you will lose. The price of your love is your loss. Where a cruel and capricious God has brought your husband and you to die. A mistake, coming to this remote place. An adventure, Gerard had said. Not that Santa Tierra, New Mexico is truly remote, less than an hour's drive from Albuquerque, a smaller and less gentrified Santa Fe. Weeks, days you've been here in this landscape new to you, passing with torturous slowness, even as the spool of minutes is fast unwinding. Too fast. Too fast. A fundamental principle of physics. Time accelerates nearing the point of impact. For your husband, whom you love with a feverish desperation that surprises you, no longer breathes normally. Not for weeks has he been able to breathe without effort. And now he has been fitted with a breathing tube, sending pure oxygen to his brain. Not for weeks has he been able to breathe without visible strain, a strain that shows in his face. And this strain has become yours as well. For you are helping him breathe. You are convinced that you are helping him breathe. This is not a regular breathing, a metronome sort of breathing, uncalculated, easy. Rather, this is a gasping sort of breathing. And in the interstices of this breathing there are pauses, caesuras, like those missteps in dreams in which you stagger, stumble, fall from a step or a curb, and jerk yourself awake. Those silences in your husband's breathing that are terrible to hear, terrifying. Initially diagnosed with pneumonia, then a blood clot attached to the left lung, then metastasized cancer to the left lung revealed in a scan, then more, and now more. Your joint fantasy has been, you will review together all that has happened since the hospitalization. Your joint fantasy has been, there would be a time, an interlude, when you might together step out of time, the better to comprehend what has happened and is happening. But there has not been such a time out of time. You have begun to understand there will not be such a time out of time. It is all you can do to grip your husband's hand. Urge him, breathe. Where once these strong fingers gripped yours, enclosed your smaller hand in his hand, as your husband's soul, more magnanimous than yours, embraced and buoyed aloft your wounded, shrunken soul. Now you are comforting Gerard. It is your desperate hope to comfort Gerard. You begin to see that there is no greater purpose to your life than to comfort Gerard. Pressing blindly into the rapidly diminishing space that is your shared future, as if this space were not rapidly diminishing but unbounded. How can we comprehend an endlessly expanding universe? Gerard had wondered. Essentially, we cannot comprehend infinity from the perspective of the finite, cannot comprehend the magnitude of our own deaths from the perspective of our small lives. You feel the loss already, the anguish to come, that you will be losing this man whom, in life, you'd struggled and mostly failed to know, older than you by 9 years. Yes, he has been fatherly, protective, but now you must protect him. In a wild imagining begging the stiff-faced oncologist, take my bone marrow, is that possible? Infuse it in him.